So, this is going to be the last session for a couple weeks. And what we are doing it on is, I'm just going to move you guys over here. Uh, Neighborhood review. So, what we have done so far is we talked about in the beginning, swap this out. The first sessions were about getting listings and pulling numbers and having the big, amazing conversation. Okay. And I don't know if you guys were there then, but what we went through. Okay, where'd you go? Okay, what we went through was how to pull the numbers in any area that you're working in to give good information to buyers and sellers, because good information helps people make better decisions. And when they feel like they are autonomous with their own decision, they are more likely to stick to it and be excited about it. So that's the best sales technique. Lead and direct people to good decisions in a moment of truth. And the moment of truth is when they're really ready to move forward. There's like information gathering in the beginning, and then they want to move forward, and you know what that is. So that's what sales is. And that is what giving good information at the right time means. And numbers, what's happening in the marketplace is the best information you can share. The difference between the numbers that we pull and the numbers that they see in the news, even local news, is we talk about what's happening in their neighborhood, and they are looking at what's happening in the country, no matter what the news is. It's always the country. When we are in the MLS, we can actually see what's happening right now, and it makes a big difference for people to want to make a good decision. So we're going to talk about that today. What is happening right now in your neighborhood? So that's one. We're going to go through that, and I want to just keep that in mind. And that was the first session I taught, and it was how to pull the numbers. And it's a good video if you want to listen to it. When I sent out the app this invite, I also sent out uh, everything that you can do to pull all that information, all the videos, and all the handouts. So all the handouts are there in one of the attachments. Okay, so one thing that we have to our advantage that the rest of the real estate world does not have is our brand recognition. So there's a book called Guerrilla Marketing. It's really good. And it talks about how to establish yourself even if you don't have brand recognition, because brand recognition is the most important thing you can have. So I want you to think about that. Brand recognition, you work for the most recognized brand. So in addition to the knowing the numbers, knowing what to say about the numbers, tell the story, is the fact that you work with a top company. So let me just show you what we're going to go over. We're going to look at the fact that we're the most recognized brand, most trusted, most chosen. We're going to take advantage of marketing collateral, which I'm going to share. And then we're going to do the research to do a neighborhood review. And then we're going to Moxie present to actually do it together. So here's an example of the new rollout for Century 21, and it's called The Joy of Home. And everybody can relate to this. It's a classic. Century 21 is a classic. And one of the things that they're doing is bringing back the original colors of the brand. So that's kind of cool. That is happening right now. Everything is changing. And at the center of what we do every day, the joy of home, every one of you can deliver that daily. And where do we find this? In Canva. So I'm going to share with you where to find it, and we're going to go to 21 Online, and I'm going to do it with you. Okay. So here's a video, and let me know if you can't hear me. So John, I'm going to count on you. You're muted. You'll have to unmute yourself. I'm going to count on you. If you can't hear this, I'm going to have to change something. So let's see if we can hear it. No? Yes? You can hear, you can't hear?
It's it's garbled, but I can hear it.
Can you see it?
I see you.
Okay, that's not what I wanted. Hang on.
Well, I don't mind looking at you.
I don't want you to look at me. Okay, let me share my screen.
There we go.
All
Build your
right,
presentation, do the research, take notes. Gotcha.
excellent. Okay, so now I'm going to just go back a couple slides. Okay, if I can get back. Hang on. There we go. Okay, back to the beginning. So this is where we started. This is what we are going to do. And this is the joy of home. So that it's beautiful. Like, who would not want that? Everybody does that with their kids. And now here's the video.
I can't hear it, Jody. Sorry.
Yeah, there's no
Okay,
audio.
no one can. All right, hang on. Let me stop sharing. Thank you. It's worth the annoyingness. Hang on, stop share. So they changed Zoom, and I still haven't gotten my arms around the new change. All right, share. Share settings. I don't see video. Share. All right. If you can't hear it, I'm sorry. I don't know
Okay.
what to do because they changed it. So I'm going to skip the video, but I'll share this with you where you can find the video. Okay. All right. So, uh, what I'm going to actually go into 21 online. So if you can, you're welcome to follow along with me into 21 online. Can you guys see my home screen, Google?
hmm
Okay, so I'm logging into 21 online and I want to share with you where you can find the tools. You can go into Canva without doing what I'm about to do, but the first time you do it, you have to do it this way. And so what we're doing, and we're going to do this again in a little bit, we're going into 21 online, 21online.com. When you log in, your username is first name dot last name at Century 21, and you should have gotten that. And then you have already created your own password. So I am going up here to menu in the upper right-hand corner. Charles, you'll just have to mute yourself. It's going to reverberate. Just mute yourself because we're in the same room. Thank you. Okay. And now you're going to have to listen from my speakers. Okay. Here we're going to the menu, 21 online. And then we're scrolling down to Productivity Hub right here. And then we're scrolling down to Canva. So this is where you can access all the Century 21 movies and collateral. And you're going to have to do the confirm who you are with your app. I use Google Authenticator. Okay, once you verify, then it brings you into Canva. Now I am in Canva and we can see the new, I love this. This is so cute. There's yard signs. You can actually create a video here with your face and this dog. I was fooling around with it. There's a lot of really good stuff in here and a lot of collateral and videos. So when you go in there, over on the left is your toolbar. So I usually go to brand and then you'll see all the brand, all assets is the top one. So it has all kinds of cool things. And then guidelines, templates. So these are made for you to edit and make yours. Like this is a video of a yard sign. You can upload your picture here, put your contact information, and you have to do it on a few different pages. Download it to your computer and upload it to Instagram or, any kind of real thing. And
Quick.
this is a cute. Yeah,
Oh,
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. So I was on Canva like a couple days ago. I didn't go in through the 21 online, but if I access it through 21 online, will the brand like the templates, will it be available to us? Because I just used the free version, but I didn't know.
100% it's available to you, but you have to do it the way I just did it.
Okay.
So go into the first time. And once you have connected to Canva with your pro account, it doesn't get rid of your free account.
Okay.
But then you can choose when you go in whether you want to use your pro or your free. And it after a while it gets used to you wanting pro all the time and it forgets the free. But you can always go back to it.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Why don't you try it now, Nicholas, if you can?
All right. 1 second.
So as I'm looking at this, then let's see, word mark. I don't know what that is. Oh, I guess these are fonts. This is the new color here. DBA logos. So these are your logos, your listings, colors, graphics, yard sign border. I love these. You can actually download this to anything and have everything have a gold post. So there's a lot of good stuff in here. All assets is where I would start, and then the brand templates. And then it works just like anything else. So, and you can save things as a favorite too. Any other questions on this? Okay, I wonder if I type in videos. Let's see. Videos. Well, and Century 21 also has a Google account, I mean a YouTube account. Let me see. Century 21 YouTube. And then they also have Facebook, Instagram. I think this is it. And this also will have the newest videos, which you can share. But the ones in Instagram, here's the one that I did before. Let's see if you can't hear it. Can you hear it, you guys? No. Well, that's where you can go see it. I would go there. All right. Now let's go back to where we were and any questions. So this is where your collateral is. Who are we? So I have some screenshots. I'll just share some things with you. I've downloaded some things just for this. So Oh, this is the video. I don't want to play the video. Enough of you. Oh, this is another video.
I just got on. It worked perfectly. It's very easy.
Excellent. Here's one. Okay. So I downloaded all of these from that site. And this is also in your Moxie Present, these slide shots. 4,000 uh, real estate specialists in Century 21 doing luxury real estate. Okay. This is cool. Most respected brand in the industry. Leader in brand awareness. Got that already. Did that already. I think one's a video. Okay, 129,500 independent contractors and sales associates, 11,000 franchised offices, 79 countries. Can you see my screen, everybody?
Yeah, I could.
Okay, good.
Yes, I can.
Okay, just want to make sure. Let's see. 25.7 million in average daily luxury sales. What I love about Century 21, like you have some brands out there that are trying to prove how they're exclusive. We're exclusive. Well, Century 21 does everything. And I like to say we're inclusive. We are everybody. When you think of real estate, you think of Century 21 and you think of everyone. And that luxury is now global. Global is the new luxury. If you're paying attention, you know that the whole world's real estate value has gone up and up and up over the last 10 years. And we are no longer the king. There's a lot of countries out there that have amazing, fine homes and luxury properties that are, well above our prices. So it's kind of like we have to realize, take advantage of it, own it. We have that brand that's there, that's part of it. Okay, most respected. This is my favorite. We're the most respected brand in the industry, and I'll tell you why. Because Century 21 is owned across the country, around the globe, by local families. For the most part, most of the people are like Ryan and Kelly Peterson, who are the owners of our company, brother and sister. You're going to see that across the country. It's people start it, they bring in their family, it's turnkey, they become very successful, it's well recognized, it has all the tools, it has all the training, and it has all the marketing. Okay, most recognized. There's one that, where is it? Let me just see. There's one that I just found. Maybe this is it. No, hang on. There's one more. If I can't find it, I can't find it. But we were recently written up. Is this it? No. I'm saturated with uh collateral. Oh, here we go. This I love too. So this one, 27 billion earned impressions across media outlets. So if you want more eyeballs on your listings, you're going to go with the most recognized brand. And that's the thing. If you look up guerrilla marketing, it's how to succeed without being known. Well, guess what? We are the most recognized brand. And that's one of the reasons why we get so many hits on our listings. And we get We get leads on other people's listings, and we have since day one because we're the first thing people think of when they think of real estate. And I can't find the one that I wanted. We were recently written up. I'm not sure if it was Forbes magazine, but when I find it, I'll share it with you. It was pretty neat. I think I shared it in my email on Sunday. Okay, so that's good. These are all things. So these things that we just looked at, anything that you create, you can download it to your desktop as a PDF and you can upload it into your neighborhood review. So, neighborhood review is not just about the neighborhood, it's also about you. So, you want to put some collateral in here about you. And you can also get that at ChatGPT. ChatGPT, make me a bio that has to do with real estate in West Hartford. I am a skilled, seasoned professional in real estate in West Hartford, Connecticut. And then, and the marketing team can do it too. But I was fooling around with it over the weekend. You can just tell ChatGPT what to do and it will do it. And it's just as good. And it takes 2 minutes. And it already has your picture on the internet everywhere. So it just uses it. All right. So let's go back. So that's what we're about to do. We're going to build your neighborhood presentation. So the first thing we do is we do the research and we write down what we want to talk about in the presentation. So let me ask you, I'm going to put you guys in a group chat and you're going to talk about, I want to know like 4 or 5 things that you want to talk about to the neighborhood. So let me just stop right here and then we'll go right into the MLS. So, more breakout rooms. All right, we're gonna do 2 breakout rooms. I'm not gonna join. I'm gonna stay here. You guys are gonna talk and come up with a plan of like 3 to 5 things that you want to talk about to your geo farm, your neighborhood that you want to go after. How do you want to position yourself as the top agent or the person that, the go-to with the best knowledge? Go ahead and click join. Be be the spokesperson and tell us what you guys talked about.
So I kind of just sat back and listened to John and Ness. Am I saying that right?
Yes,
Inez,
I know.
yeah.
Okay. Because I really just joined and I don't have much experience doing any of that. So I wanted to learn from those 2 guys, or gal. But yeah, I learned some valuable information.
Inez and John, you want to add to that?
Well, I went with what Inez said because I like some of the things she said. When you see a house for sale in the neighborhood, start sending out mailers to everybody and say, hey, or call or mailers and say, hey, this house is for sale. Would you like to know what your value is? And just send me a quick text and I'll let you know. I thought that was very, very good, which I never thought of.
Excellent.
Mhm.
That was from last week, Jody.
I thought it sounded familiar, but that's really good.
Hmm.
All right. So, Marva, you want to talk about what you and Charles discussed?
Sure.
So, everybody, I want you to meet Charles. He just signed on. This is his first class. I don't even know if he's been on the MLS yet. So, but I made him go in the hot seat and share. So go ahead, Marva.
We talked about how, what's the neighborhood malls, what rentals are available in the neighborhood, closest for kids, entertainment for kids, close for parks. What else we talk about? I remember.
Excellent. So, in addition to knowing, oh, and we also talked about rentals. So, one thing Charles said was he lives in Farmington. He works out of the West Hartford office. So where he is, there's a lot of doctors renting and traveling nurses renting because you have Yukon Health there, and it's a big part of the community and it's convenient. And when you think about global, when people are coming here from other countries, what do you think some of the things they're looking for are? So one is safety, healthcare, and healthcare, people are coming back to Connecticut from other states like Florida because they can't get a hold of a doctor. So they don't have the healthcare that they need. And we are getting people like that. So healthcare is a big deal. And I love that you brought that up. So in that case, sometimes having rental information is a good thing to add to your neighborhood review. So what's happening with the rents over the last year? Are they going up or down? That kind of thing. Okay, so now we're going to find our information. I'm going to share my screen again. Okay. And you guys can see each other, but I'm going into the MLS. Well, let me just, so we're going to do the research, take notes, and think about the story we want to tell. So what I love that you guys did was you talked about the community, not just about the numbers. So Inez was like, let's talk about a good deal, and we can make that the center of our conversation, or we can talk about what's happening in the community. So this is how we do it, and we've done this many times. But we are going to go into whatever MLS you belong to, and you are going to do a search, then open up the maps and use the mapping tools to create your neighborhood. And then once you have your neighborhood, you have your stats. So in this case, and this is West Hartford neighborhood that I use all the time. And, there in this neighborhood, it tells us what's happening. There's three solds, and there are, well, I don't even, so that, but that's the point. We're going to do it together. 5 new, 3 closed, 1 under contract. Now, people want to know about that. They also want to know about how does that work with the town. So let's go ahead and go into the MLS, and I will share with you how we got there. So logging in, I'm already in. Okay. So I am, one thing just for the rentals, I want to share with you where the rentals live. So fast stats. Now, I'm not sure what if you guys have this. I'm pretty sure you do. But InfoSparks or Fast Stats can give you this information. In Connecticut MLS, Fast Stats is the easiest way to get here. And you're going to see down here is a rental report. Can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm selecting an area. You have to select a county. So I'm going to select Hartford County. And now I'm clicking on rental report. And then I have to do it. So go to the rental report at the bottom. And the most recent is going to be March. And I'm viewing the report. It won't go to April until like the 11th of March, and then we'll be able to see April. So got another week. But this is good enough. So it shows us an overview for the whole county, and then the next page breaks it down into every single town. So let's go down to Farmington. So in March of 2025, there were 29 rentals. This year, there's 26. That's a 10% decrease. And then for the 12 months ending in March, the past 12 months, last year 112, this year 113. And that's up slightly. Where am I? Farmington. Make sure I'm on the right thing. Gray bar. Okay. Average rental 2,679. And in that was last year, this year, 2,597. So it's slightly down. And we are seeing more rentals on the market. So for a while they were really scarce. But if you go down here, you can see the changes. So for example, Hartford County is actually up. Avon is up in price. Um, what else is, oh, what's that? Burlington is way up. Enfield and Avon, we have a big actually listing in Avon where they're renting a lot of luxury apartments and they're beautiful. So that's probably what is making it go up. So you want to like do your research and see what's happening in the town. Okay, now I'm going to go and do a search
Well,
and share. Wait, do you have any questions?
yeah, I was trying to figure out how to get to, how did you get to the fast stats again? I'm sorry. I was trying to
Okay,
get
so
onto it while you were doing it.
hang on. I'm going to log in.
Okay.
So there's two ways to get there. One is when you first log in. Here it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then InfoSparks is similar and really good. And Smart MLS Stats is also amazing. So these three have really excellent statistics. Fast Stats is just the fastest way you can get your information, and it's right to the point. So when I'm just going to share with you again. So you select that, then you
Okay.
go down to rental report, then you select the county that you want and click most recent and view report. And you can share this. You can actually download this onto your computer and you can upload it into your neighborhood review. So
Okay.
I mean, everyone would love this. So I'm going to go ahead and download this. All right. So Hartford County, I'm putting it up on my desktop. Is that my desktop? Desktop. Okay, and save. And I'm going to upload this into my neighborhood review.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, and anything that's a PDF you can upload. So next, I'm going to do a search for the neighborhood. And I'm also going to, look at what's happening in the town. So I clicked into the MLS. All right. And this is the best way to search. So I have the search open. I'm clicking on search, listings, single family. And most of the time, unless you're in an area that has a lot of multifamilies, that's what you want to do. To keep it simple, I will either pick single family or condo. I won't do both because it doesn't have the correct data to combine them. You can combine them, but the best way to really do it is pick one. So if I'm in a condo complex, I'll do condos. And then I'll compare them to the other condos because everybody in the condo complex wants to know what's happening with condos. And single families, they're not aware of condos. So now I have that. I'm going to go to status. So status right here, wherever MLS you're in, you want to pick the actives. Under contract, continue to show, coming soon, closed, and under contract. What I like to do in these is go by like 90 days back. We're doing in neighborhoods. If we only do 30 days back, we won't have that many. And we might even want to go 6 months back. So it depends on what town you're in West Hartford. I can go 90 days back. In Farmington, I might go 6 months back, and that would be 180 days. Um, In Rhode Island, I think you have a lot of people there, depending on what town you're in. If you're just in your town where our office is, maybe go back 6 months, 180 days. So once you have that, then you would do your search and put the town in. Sorry, town, West Hartford. Okay. And then view results. Now I'm in the results, and I'll tell you why I teach this. It may feel like it's a lot, and it is a lot, but this separates you from agents that, don't really know what they're doing, and you who do know what you're doing. And it makes a difference when you start working with the public and you know the market. So it's really important to learn this and make it yours. So now I have 216 matches. Okay. And the first thing I want to see is what is happening in all of West Hartford. So I'm going to stat up here, which is display CMA summary report. Now, if you're in Rhode Island, down here are statistics. Okay, so I'm going to click display summary report. Then I'm going to show you how to do the other one. So these are all of them. And as you scroll down, you have these little things, and you could do a screenshot just of this. And I'll tell you how to do that. You would select the snipping tool. So I went into my little window search under here and I type in SNIP. My snipping tool comes up, and now I can do new. And I can take this and save it. And I can save it as a picture and bring it into my document. But it tells me there's 37 active single-family homes, and the average price is 673,407. Days on the market, 34. Acreage, a little over a third of an acre, 0.37. Square footage above ground, 2,262, and that is 297.40 per square foot. Okay, so that's kind of cool. And now I'm just going to click save, the save here, that little disk, and I'm going to say West Hartford active screenshot. And I'm saving it in my pictures. Save. Okay, then I can go down to the under contract. So most cities have under contract and under contract continue to show. This is the difference between under contract and under contract continue to show. The difference is under contract means it's not on the internet anymore. It's not on Zillow. It's not on our websites. Under contract continue to show keeps it on the website. But nobody wants to show a house that's under contract continue to show. So we add them together. So there are 53 under contract continue to show in the last 90 days. And down here, 28. So that is 80. There are 80 houses in 90 days that have gone under contract total. And that's how I would just share that. And then we have one coming soon. And then here's our solds at the bottom. The 97 closed properties in the last 90 days. The average list price, 562,072. Average sale price, 604,057. And that is 6% over asking. So that is where you have that information. Don't you think everybody wants to know that? Yes, everyone wants to know that. And the days on the market, which is this one, days on the market, 18. So cumulative, it went on the market, it came off the market, came back on the market, coming soon, all that. That's cumulative, just plain days on the market from the day it listed to the day it went under contract. Okay, so that's good. And then up here, you can also go to quick statistics charts. And that's even prettier. Come on, open. Oh, there it is. Okay, and when you click print stats only, then you can print it as a PDF. So I'm going to do print stats only. And I'm changing this to a PDF and save. Make sure I know where I'm saving it. Desktop, West Hartford, last 90 days. And I'm going to put this in my neighborhood review. Okay. So we can get a lot more creative with the overview, but now we want to do the neighborhood. So that is West Hartford. Now we compare it to the rest of the town. So I open up the map and I am going to zoom in to my neighborhood. Here it is. So this is where the office is. So if you don't know where you are, up here in the mapping tools is a bullseye. When you click that, you can put your location. So I put the office address. There we go. And then it brings me in, and then I can see the same area up here, but it's a little easier to see. Okay, and now I'm going to draw a polygon around the neighborhood. So I click the pencil, click polygon, and come on. And this is only showing me single family if I chose single family, or condos if you chose condos. So you don't have to worry if you're in a commercial place or multifamilies because it's only going to show what you asked for before. Okay, so this is basically the neighborhood. Okay, and I'm going to remember this because I have to now go into Moxie Present and find the same neighborhood. So this is where I can see the data. So I chose it. It's highlighted, and this CMA shows the neighborhood. So I'm going to do the quick stats. And I'm going to print as a PDF again, just the stats. And I may or may not use it. It depends on how much I have and what I want to share. If you get too nerdy and too much into the numbers, then people just get lost. So you want to focus on just like 2 or 3 good numbers that you want to share. So neighborhood review, West Hartford. I'm putting it on my desktop. Okay. So you guys just breathe for a minute. And John, I'm going to share with you how to do it in Matrix, okay? Um, so I have Matrix, but I don't have Rhode Island, but it's similar. So I'm going to get rid of this. Oh, here we go. So I'm going into my Matrix. Search, residential. All right, West Hartford. And I want the same thing. Active, coming soon, under contract, continue to show, and closed. And I'm going back 90 days. 90. So in Matrix, it's 0 to 90. Every other MLS, it's 90 to, no, this is normal. In every MLS, Matrix is normal. Smart MLS is not normal. 0 to 90. Okay, good. And 271. So there's my results. And now down here is where you see statistics. So can you guys see my screen? So John, this is statistics down here. And you want to select tabular. Okay, and then it shows you what's happening all on one page. So we have 55 active, one coming soon, 95 under contract, 120 closed. And it should be the same exact numbers. So list price 520, close price 554. So 6% over asking on average. And again, I would want to put this into the MLS, into Moxie Present. So, and what I like about this one is at the bottom, which you can't really see here, but it tells you what your criteria was. So it kind of keeps you honest. So I'm saving as a PDF, Matrix, West Hartford, stats. Okay, now Fort Myers, let me just go in there. That's neighbor. And so you guys get to see what's happening in Florida and how different it is. Hold on, if I have it right. Oh, I don't have it. But again, it's okay. All right. So let me just share with you. InfoSparks is here. That's what I would use instead of fast stats, but you can pull the same data. And now I'm going into the MLS. Okay, and we're doing a search, residential, and I'm going to type in Naples. Naples and active, pending with contingent, regular pending, closed. And we're going to go back 90 days. Well, we'll do 120. 120. You know, in this area, I'm just going to do closed and pending because you want to keep it where people are going to be excited because this is a buyer's market and I'm doing something for sellers. I'm not going to share the actives. Okay. And results. Okay, and then I'm going to display the map up here. And the stats down here is where I would get the stats for the whole area. And now we're going to log in. We'll go downtown Naples. I don't even know where downtown Naples is. Let me just see. Okay. All right. I guess I'll go here. So I'm going to go in so it's big and I can just get one neighborhood. Okay. So same thing. Now we have the mapping tools. Click polygon and let's do this. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Do single family only. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is, but I would do single family only. And now I'm going to select results and it will bring me back to here. And then I can click on stats down here and I can go to tabular and see what's happening. So this is closed and pending together. And you have the uh, average list price 2,380,000. Didn't I do closed? Closed. Hold on, let me just see. Go back to criteria here and we have closed. Maybe I'll go closed 180. Okay. I'm going to get rid of pending. I just want to make sure there is closed and I'm not crazy. So it has my map and it's showing me there's 76 closed and I'm clicking on stats, tabular, and these are just closed. So we have the sold price average is 244,619, but it doesn't have, sale price to list price. Okay, so here it looks like 7.72 under asking. So 7.72% under asking is the average. Okay, any questions? Okay, so now I know what I want to do. I know my numbers. I've taken some screenshots. I've written down some good data. Now I'm going to go into 21 Online and Moxie Present. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm signing into 21 Online. Here we go. Okay, so I hope you guys are all with me and you're on 21 Online. I'm going to give you a minute. Nicholas, you good? Charles, you can follow along any way you can. It's fine. Are you in 20? Can you go on 21 Online yet? Okay, so that you can watch. and I'll give you the video. Okay, good. Marva, how we doing? Inez, I know.
I am not there. On my phone.
Okay, no problem. I'll give everyone the video or I'll do it with you. Okay? All right. So here we are in menu, top right-hand corner. Then we go to Productivity Hub. Then we scroll down and we go to Moxie Present. Moxie Present. Here we go. Go to Moxie. All right, so I'm going to show you a trick, you guys. If you get lost and you have a hard time with this, when you're in Moxie, go here to Account Settings and go to Account Access and say My Account Access Manage. Okay, and then invite, up here, invite, and you're going to invite Jody Tussing. Which it might not come up because I am Jody Tussing, but there we go. And when you click add, and once you do that, you hit invite again. And then I will be able to go into your account and do things for you, okay? Which I don't mind doing because some of this is not for the faint of heart. All right. So canceling. So here we are in Moxie, and we're going to Moxie Present. So we hit present again. And I think doing a neighborhood review is critical. You have to learn how to do this. It's something you can hand out to people in your neighborhood. You can do open houses in your office if your office is near your neighborhood. You can, invite clients here and always have something to share. So now we're in Moxie Present, and we're going to click Create New in the top right. Top right, Create New. All right, and we're going to property review. So select property review. It's really neighborhood review. They call it different things. So this is property review. The next slide will be neighborhood review. So just remember, select this and hit continue. Okay, once you're here, we are in brokerage templates. We want to change brokerage template to Century 21 Real Estate LLC, parent company. Okay. Then you have these. We are doing the default property review. Now, it doesn't matter what the first page looks like because that's not what it's going to look like. So default property review and continue. And then we just are going to put West Hartford, whatever your neighborhood is called. West Hartford neighbors and create. Okay, we do not have to fill anything out on the first page. We are just going to go over here to search. Once we're in search, we're going to put in the town or the like an anchor neighborhood. So I'm going to say 1001 Farmington Avenue, West Hartford. And it will bring up things in that neighborhood. So now I'm in the neighborhood and here is the map, and I'm going to draw the map. But I want to find what I'm looking for. And it looks like we have a lot of apartments. Oh my God. Let me find a good, okay, Boulevard. Brent, Here's a good one, Brendan. Okay, where is that? Okay, it's showing me. I know. Oh, this is good. There it is. So I know it's in this area. So I'm going to now keep my eye on this and click draw. So Fern is up here. That's where I was. Draw. Quick draw. All right. So this is where I was, Fern. Down to Farmington Avenue. And this does not, or I might be able to do just single family. Okay, Fern. Give me a hard time. No results. Okay, resetting filters. Why is it doing this? Oh, I know, I have to get rid of this. All right, now I'm going to do it again. Now I know where I am. I'm going to hit draw. Burn. Quick draw. It takes a little finagling. There we go. Really?
If I want to like, so I did a square. How do I get rid of the square?
Um, I think you can do it again.
Oh, all right.
Maybe I'll do.
Oh, clear. I see the button. I got it.
Okay, I'm just doing a circle because that draw is not cooperating. And now I am going to, says there's only one listing, but I'm going to fix it. So now I have my area and filters can sabotage you. So I'm clicking on filters and I'm getting rid of all the filters. Let's see. I want single family only. Apply. And there we go. Beds and baths, no minimum. And then, okay, now it only goes back 6 months on the default. So I am going to change that to the last 12 months because I'm not having enough come up and apply, see what happens. That looks better. Okay, so this is a smaller neighborhood and I already have data on a larger area, so I can upload those pages. And I'm happy with this. Okay, so I want to select all. And it's not letting me. Let's see. What? So to select, you click on, oh, that's why, because I only selected Grennan. Okay, so I'm going back to search. Actually, you know what? I am going to put in everything. So there are condos here, but they're luxury condos. So and it is a little bit of a crazy area. So that looks good. Let me just verify my filters are good. So I'm going to do price. All right. Beds and baths, none, good. And I said, oh, I don't want rentals. Single family, condo, townhouse. Okay. Apply. All right. Okay. Now, when you get it down, you just want to select everything by clicking on the picture. I'm not sure why it didn't work in the beginning to give me all of these. but that's okay. So now I have the neighborhood and I hit continue. And then it's going to give me the data. And I'm not going to use everything, so I don't really care about this, but it's telling me here at the top what the summary is. So the average list price, oh, here it is, 685, average sale price 1,000,001. Pending actives. Okay. And now I go to estimate, and then I'm going to click pages. And we're in neighborhood review. So remember I said, don't worry what the first page is. This is the first page. So this is what the cover page looks like, which is decent. Then we have a properties. All of these pages you can edit with a pencil. So I could click edit and change the page. So this is the one we're in. So we could click change, and there are other ones too, but I like what we have. So I'm going to go back. I'm good with the way it is. And that's X out when you're done. Then property summary. Okay, so I'm deleting the property summary because we don't have a property. So delete, remove. Then we have the location map, which I like. So this is showing them the neighborhood. Listing overview. So this is an overview and it's going to have all the comparables, which who doesn't want to know this? Everyone wants to know this. So I would pick one of these. I wouldn't do side by side and listing overview. So I'm going to delete that. Status comparison. I may or may not keep this. If I keep status comparison, then I'm going to get rid of listing overview. Okay, so you don't want it to have too much information, but you want, and then we have the averages. So this is good. So we have the average beds, baths, days on the market, price per square footage, all that stuff. So listing average and then price and days on market, price and size, and pricing analysis, which there's the picture isn't good, but the data is good if you use it correctly. So I'm going to click edit. Property photo don't show. Property pricing show. Okay. And for some reason, it just has the average sold price. That's okay. And then your profile will be here. And then that's it. So this is a property review. Now we can add a page. So we have the cover page. And then after the cover page, I want to add a page. And I want to create new and upload. So this is where I would have gone into ChatGPT or Canva and put why I'm sharing different things. Okay, like if it's the rentals. So I'm in here, I'm going to upload a file. I'm going to choose the file. Sorry, choose file. I saved it on my desktop. West Hartford neighborhood review. And whatever you call it, it will show up here. So open. So that's now part of this. And then I hit upload. The other thing, you can drag and drop the order. Okay, so cover page. Then West Hartford. So I would want to have something in here so they know what they're looking at. Okay, town of West Hartford or neighborhood, whatever it was. Okay. So there's two pages. So it broke it down into two, which is nice. Anybody have any questions so far?
where, so you would
Where
present this to the person, that's looking for the house in that specific neighborhood. When during that process do you do that?
well, let's say I find a expired listing in this area. I would
Mm,
start there or go at an old expired listing, something that expired or canceled 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and they never relisted.
mm,
And I would start there. And then I
okay.
would say, listen, I'm in the area. I just want to share with you what's happening in the market right now. Would you be interested in knowing what your house is worth?
Okay.
And even create letters, so if they're not there, you can leave it in on their doors. And this is the other thing I would get. Um, Amazon has clear plastic door hangers. So cheap. You can get like 100 of them for like nothing. I would put it in there. So if they're not home with your card, and anything an old expired, talk to them. Say, I noticed that you tried to sell your house in 2017. I just wanted to let you know what's happening in the neighborhood right now. A lot of people, we're talking about your geo farm. You want to get to know these people. So this is a really great reason to share something with you, and it's really substantial. They are never going to think you're new if you do this. Even
All
if
right.
you printed it out and then used your copier to, and wrote on it, here's what's happening in the area, and highlight and circle things and make it personal so they know you own this information. You know what you're talking about, right?
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Any
Thank
other
you.
questions? Thank you for asking that. All right, so this is what I love about this. So I'm not going to add any more, but we could add all of that. And as we do things, it saves it. So right now we are in the web view, and I'm just going to go back up here. So this is the cover page. Oh, here's the cover page. Okay, and then we have the what we just uploaded. And we could also upload the rentals maybe at the end, and have the reason why we're doing that. A lot of people are buying in this area because traveling nurses are using Airbnb to look for places to stay, and you can make a lot of money if you want to invest in the area, that kind of thing. So location map, I would keep that. Listing overview, I would just pick one of these. So you could do this one. And this one is a nice one because it doesn't have the name of the companies. And you are handing this out. You are not posting this because we're not allowed to post other people's listings. So just, be cognizant of what you're doing here. And if you want to share it with me before you do whatever you're going to do, just to make sure it's safe, do it. Here are comparables. So you might want to have this instead of this. Either one though. So I'd pick one. So I'm going to pick the other one. Okay, so I got rid of that one. Then I have the averages, days on the market, price and size pricing analysis. Okay, and I'm good. So I'm in web preview. So if I click web view, go up here and I can click view. View. You can use web or print portrait. If you do print portrait, it's going to download to your computer. Web, I'll just show you what it looks like. It's downloading. You can actually share this. It's a link. You could put this link in your e-signature. What's happening in West Hartford Center area? You could put that right in there and it would go right here to this page. So this is a freestanding web page for you to use. Okay, and here's how beautiful it is. I love this. Okay, here we go. Now here, and this is the same with the listing presentation, the menu is in the middle. This tells you all the pages. And then to navigate, you just click the down button. And, here's what's happening in this neighborhood. And then here are all the houses on the market here. And in this area, they're going to want to know, Even if it is rentals, they still want to know.
So
So it
would this
should,
go on oh, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
Would this go on like the neighborhood news that gets sent out once a month, like you make this and you send it out, or no?
No, this is
Okay.
different.
Okay.
This is different. I'll show you what neighborhood news is. So that is also very good.
All right.
And then we have uh, more information about it, then some averages, and then, price and days on the market. So people can see, do the days on the market go up the higher the price? And guess what? No, 5 days. So that has nothing to do with it, which is important to share. And then this is price and size. And, like I don't remember who was saying, I think Marva was saying this, West Hartford, the average square footage is very low compared to other areas because most of the houses were built in the 30s and 40s.
That's true.
I know my grandfather was both of my parents grew up in West Hartford. So I've been around for a long time in this area. So then we have the stats and then your information and then you're good. Now, if you wanted to do the print view, you would click view and print portrait. Open Sesame.
Be, so you might have said this already and I just missed it, but like, how do you get this information across? What's the best way to do it? Is it like through mailings? Is it email? Like, I'm not
I would
sure on
tell
the first
you,
part.
how much money do you want to make, Nicholas?
Um, as much as possible.
Okay, so then this is what you're going to do. In the morning, you come into the office, you look at any expireds, old cancels,
Mm,
and you do a neighborhood review for that area, see where there's a bunch. And then each one, you knock on their door and say, I noticed you were trying to sell your house back in 2017, and it looks like you never did. I would love to share this information with you. And then while you're there at house number one, do 5 on either side and 10 across the street.
mm,
You're more likely to find people who want to move if you do it that way. Now, do you think the whole world does that?
no.
Somebody that's aggressive and dedicated and says, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make it work, would they do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would do. If I had
Okay.
to start tomorrow doing this, that's what I would do. That
Okay.
is the best way to get to know your town and to own your neighborhood. So start with your geo farm, but if you can't find anything, you can really do this anywhere.
All right. And do you have to get, because I remember Ines talking about it. I don't know, do you need a permit to do that? Because would they count
Yes.
that soliciting?
Yep. Just
Okay.
call. Well, so most agents don't get a permit.
Hmm.
It's better if you have one, especially a town like West Hartford. So you just call the police station. I'm going to be knocking on doors in this neighborhood, especially if you live there. I live here.
Hmm.
Bring donuts, we have people in the police in every office. So, if you need help, just let us know.
Okay. I'm in Northford, where that's where like I live. And it's kind of like
I don't think you have to worry about it there, but
okay.
you could ask your manager.
Yeah, because I did a door to door and I got a ticket for because they didn't get
Are
us
you
permits.
kidding?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Out in New Jersey it sucked, but
Oh,
it
in
is
New
what it is.
Jersey or here?
In New Jersey I was doing
Oh,
it
okay.
in Texas, but they're rough out there, so it's all right.
It's New Jersey. Of course you got a
Yeah.
ticket.
Yep. Thank you.
In New Jersey, they tax you if you leave. They have a tax for leaving.
Like moving out of the state.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it's a conveyance fee. If you're moving out of the state, you have to pay them.
Oh
If you
my
own a
God.
property. Yeah, it's
There's a
bad.
there's a conveyance fee here too, right? For selling the
Yes, there's a
property.
conveyance fee here too when you sell your house,
Oh, I
but
didn't
not
know
an
about it.
extra one if you move out of the state.
Yeah, that's wild.
All right. Okay, wasn't this great? Anybody have any questions? Okay, this is what I wanted to share. I'm going to stop recording.